Yeah, true. I think with all factors constant, Kenya is still a little bit ahead when it comes to opening the democratic space. The new constitution, not new now because it is many years since 2010, has also given us some extra as the citizens of Kenya that probably even the citizens of our neighboring countries don't have. For example, we said here, in Tanzania, their constitution does not allow somebody to now challenge that election since it has been announced officially by the electoral body. Their constitution does not allow someone to now challenge it the same way we would challenge ours here, go to court. We even have the number of days that you can't announce this or announce that. We have the number of days that the court needs to take for this case to be concluded and all that. So those nitty-gritties are not in our neighboring countries. So basically, yes, we have 1 foot or 2 steps ahead of these other countries. But one thing that must remain, and I want to agree with Wakili on one side, that Africa needs to design what really works for Africa. Because most of these things, Fred, are designed somewhere and given to us, be it on matters finances, how we manage our finances. Most of the time, you will find that we are borrowing a huge template from either Bretton Woods, and it is telling us what we must do and what we must not do. Whenever maybe our shilling, for example, seems to be a bit stable in a certain direction, they come in, they look at why is shilling not fluctuating the way it should? And you hear things like IMF are already concerned about why the shilling has stabilized between this much and that much, because according to them, there's a way it should be. So we should be stagnating, we should be looking for help, we should be on knocking their door every time. And the business should be, it should be a profit on the other side when it looks like the profit is being on this. So us, we are just supposed to maybe reap once if it stabilizes for a week, then they should reap for another 1 month, and then we are given 1 more taste, and then we go like that, and with that, you will be praised. This needs young Africans to now know things that happened even in the history. Right now, Fred, if I just digress for a second, there's a huge conversation in South Africa, and some people have even come out to ask whether it is true that the Mandela they got was not Mandela and was a look-alike. Because young people in South Africa in my age do not understand why you would fight for 27 years in jail because you want self-rule and your land, then you come out and then you leave that land, and your people who you were in jail for are now on the street, have no land. Then this is the man that the Western media paint as a white dove, a man that will be a global peace ambassador and everything. Then the other president who refused some of these things, like for example in Zimbabwe, when the white settlers took the part of the land that gives more yield for food, and then Zimbabweans are going hungry, this food is grown in Zimbabwe and exported to Europe, then Mugabe says, no, you either return this land, we grow food for Zimbabweans, or grow it and feed Zimbabweans, and not the other side. Then this man is painted as the huge devil. So it's not really a black and white thing that when these things happen the way they happen, it is so natural that we are just... Kenya has been given this position also for a reason, because we are supposed to play the big brother for this region. So our position, we are allowed to have those kind of human rights, or we are allowed to advance a little bit so that our peers can have something to learn from us. And so we also dictate some positions across the region. So sometimes when Tanzania, Uganda wants to make some decision, they consult with us because we are actually the big brother around. Or sometimes we lead the way by endorsing some things with the hope and imagination that the younger brothers will definitely follow once Kenya has taken that step.
But yet we've agreed that we are a democracy. It's something we've agreed, we've adopted.
And we don't know what democracy is.
But we've adopted.
Yes, we agree we are a democracy, but
this is a democracy.
Can we define that?
But there's a trend, and I go back to the issue of the militarization of the that now we are very easy to release the military. And we have an election in 2 years' time. We saw the military come out to the streets last year. Now we're seeing that within hours in Tanzania, the military was out in the streets. In Uganda, of course, they're